Hey, hello, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Jeff, and happy Back to Work Tuesday. For those of you that had the holiday weekend off and celebrated, I hope everything went well. Memorial Day holiday here in the United States, and for those of you that didn't, hey, welcome anyway, and hope you're having a good day, a good Tuesday. Yes, indeed, almost the end of May. Anyhow, listen, Conversations with Jeff is about bringing guest speakers in here, and as well as myself, sharing messages around the power of the comeback, right? Leaving you with impactful information that you can use right now. Those of you out there seeking to do more, those of you that know you're meant for more and looking for a better way to do that, to take these tools and the information, the encouraging word, right, that we like to leave you with, to remind you that you are capable. It is possible for you to achieve whatever that is that's spinning in your heart and your head and is connected, and you just haven't been able to achieve it yet. That message, that purpose, that's what it is, gentlemen. That purpose is in there, and we work to help you get it out, right? And you are able to take this empowering solutions that we leave with you and apply them in your life right now. Not tomorrow. I'm talking about right now, baby. While you're sitting there at home or at the office or in your car, wherever you are listening to me, you can take these things that we're talking about and put them to work. My name's Jeff Tyson, and I'm known as the Comeback King. And I got that name just like many of you, never giving up on life, having the will and the desire to keep moving forward in spite of the setbacks, in spite of the struggles, in spite of the disappointments, to get to the other side of life, right? So today, I just wanted to remind you, like I always do, that no matter how your day started out, I hope it's on fire. I hope you're doing great things today. I hope nothing is in your way. You got everything worked out. But unfortunately, most of us have to go through an exercise to get ready for the day. So if you haven't done that exercise, I'd like to just share it with you, just as a reminder. And when you hear this, write these things down. They're simple and they work. You just do them. Hit the reset, recharge, refocus, and move on with your day, right? And it's very simple. What messaging are you giving yourself? What verbs, what action are you taking or not taking, right, to move you along in your day? Are you the obstacle in the way? Is your conversation, that chatter, that stinking thinking that's going on in your head the reason why you don't want to go to work, or you're at work and you'd rather be anything else but work, or your business that you dreamed of, you just want to walk away from because it's so many things going on that you don't know what to do next? That's life. That's what happens to us, right? And that's why I'm talking to you about this reset button. Become aware of that stuff, that chatter, that stinking thinking, man. Come on now. And then here's another habit. And I say, practice this habit, practice these things. Here's another suggestion. What is it? You know what it is. As soon as you get ready to get deep down in that little chatter in your head and you start to believe what you're saying to yourself, stop it. Disrupt it. Just say no, wherever you are, say, not today. I'm not going to get in my way today. You start talking, grab yourself. Stop it, right? And then with my help, I can help you replace that messaging that you have. Learn how to appreciate your subconscious and not let your subconscious be the reason why you're still stuck, right? Oh man, it's worth the struggle. It's worth the change, right? So I want to just talk to those out there who are, heroes of life. Call yourself whatever you want to say, but that giver that gives without receiving. That person out there that, says that, you wonder sometimes about the people you're hanging around with, the people you're pouring yourself out to, if they're really worth it, because you're not getting anything back in return, but yet we still do it. Those people out there, that's who I want to talk to just for a moment today. Because man, I know what it's like to be in that situation. I know even at a deeper level with that whole thing around people pleasing that was a major part of my life for a long time, right? And not feeling worthy, just wanted to be part of. So I would do whatever it took for people to like me. I would do whatever it took to feel like I fit in. I would do whatever it took at one point just so they would leave me alone and stop picking on me, right? But we go up and life shows up anyhow. And man, listen, what I found myself doing later on was getting in and doing things for people that I thought would help me pursue and advance my career as a corporate guy or help me grow my business as an entrepreneur. And really, they were just out for themselves. Like many of you are in situations and relationships with people like that, man. Oh, guys, are you hearing what I'm talking about? If this is resonating with you, if you're like, oh, man, how's he know I'm doing that? Then drop it in the chat. Send me a, hey, thumbs up, Jeff, I got you. Or, man, you ain't lying, brother. Thank you for sharing this. Man, it's crazy how it is right now. So why are we talking about this thing? I mean, I was in the car yesterday and we were talking about it, and she's doing some tremendous things and really growing in this space also, just like I am and many of you are. And it was really kind of like, man, I read today in our daily meditation about what I put in there. Take care of you. It's a message from there. And then the proverb, a quote in the proverb, it says, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Proverbs, King James Version, right? Your strength is small. So you out there who are justifying in your head, when you know in your spirit and your emotions that you're doing the wrong thing because they haven't paid you back dividends in years, let alone recently, right? But we're still doing it. So I made some notes. One of them is take care. Let's talk about taking care of you. Let's talk about what that looks like, right? Oh, what do you mean, Jeff? Well, I like to think of this conversation. Think of it in banking, right? Or or eating, right? You nourish your body so you can have strength to get through the day, and you replenish it when you need it. Just like when you have money, you put it in the bank and in the ATM, and when you take it back, it's a withdrawal. So it's a deposit of life and a withdrawal in life, right? And those, if you're not feeding your body runs down, right? I mean, it's simple stuff. If you're not reading and getting self-development things into you, working up that emotional muscle, working up that spiritual muscle, getting all those pieces together and lined up, you're going to be drained, right? So you think about how many, so now I'm just going to ask this scenario here. How many times have you been in a situation where you had some other things you needed to do, and then that friend called you and they needed some help. They may need a few dollars, right? Everybody's got that friend that, hey, can you lend me something till Tuesday? Like Wimpy on the Popeye commercial, cartoon. Anyway, you may not know about Wimpy. But anyway, we all have that friend, right? Or, hey, man, can you talk to me? And then an hour later, you're still trying to talk to them, trying to get out the door because you know you need to be somewhere else, but they're still holding you back. You still got the phone in your ear, and you are becoming more and more disgusted with yourself. You're becoming more and more frustrated with yourself. You're becoming more and more disappointed because you haven't been able to change that situation. Oh, man, is anybody out there hearing what I'm saying? Is that you? Raise your hand when you hear this message. That's okay. I want you to know it's okay. So I want to make sure I'm covering the things here. I already talked about this, the energy that we have and the depletion of our spirit and our soul, let alone the money that we may be giving away, let alone the time that we can never get back. Right? And then as this continues on, I already mentioned about, frustration because you haven't been able to say no, the disappointments in yourself, then that stinking thinking. See, you start to fuel current stinking thinking from our behaviors or lack of action taken, right? We go from the old messaging to the new messaging, and it all just starts to run constantly, and it just wears you down more and more and more. That's okay, though, because that can change. You don't always have to be stuck like Chuck in that situation, man. So I'm here to tell you. So I talked about being depleted. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Are you in a situation or a relationship with someone that you feel, I'm just going to ask, it's unbalanced, the giving and taking. You always feel like, man, the voice in your head saying, boy, why'd you do that? They haven't done anything for you in X, Y, Z. Why'd you do that? Is that one? That's that one question. If you say yes, emotionally whipped. Are you just like drawn out? Feel like you just want to cry? Right? They got your emotions all twisted up from all their baggage, all their dumping on you spiritually. And I don't mean religious. I'm talking about spiritually, like giving. Do you feel like you don't want to give anybody else anything else? Because you have nothing left to give. You have nothing left to serve. You have no more desire even. Man, I hope it's not that bad. And then the physical exhaustion. Hey, look, it takes a lot of energy to give and give and give and not get anything back when you already got your own plan. You're already doing your own thing. You're already in that grind of maybe want to be that person you want to be. And now you're dragging this ball uphill. Get this big old ball and a big bag full of your friends, your relatives, maybe your co-worker, or maybe even someone that's supposed to be mentoring you, but it's really not working out that way. You can pick whoever it is, man. And let me apologize for the lighting ahead of time. Sorry about that. I didn't. I'm in a different space, so the light goes back and forth. So just stay with me anyway, right? I'm noticing that. Sorry about that. Here's the thing. At some point, as human beings, when we do things for others and we know they're not really feeling us, they're just taking from us, and we're guilty of giving, right? But then there's that whole level of resentment that we have towards that person. And then more importantly, we create a resentment of ourselves that feeds that negative messaging, that feeds that self-worth back, right? That feeds that energy draining environment that we live in. So I want to tell you, I challenge you, let's learn how, and this is a was it easier said than done? Yeah, that's the word. Learn how to begin to say no. Friend calls you up, hey, listen, love to hear that. Can I call you back? Boom, and if that's all you got, talk to you later. Boom, and then don't call him back. I'm saying that I don't want you to run, but do something different. Don't take the call. Don't answer if it's a phone call. If they're stopping by and that's really crazy. Hey, I had to go. Sorry, thank you. Whatever you've created to allow that space, you have to figure out what that may look like. I just mentioned one phone call and another one stopping by your house or meeting you after work, or you have a standing meeting you go to, whatever that might be. Maybe you back away from those things. Listen, finding out that you are worthy is a journey, and we're all at different levels at that, right? So there's something in this for everybody. So those of you out there that are really just like, man, I just don't know what to do, reach out to me, right? Let's have a conversation about it. That's all. I may be able to help you, I may not. But I bet you one thing, you'll feel better about it. I bet you one thing, you'll have a different perspective about it. You may not agree with everything I say. That's not meant for the conversation to be that way anyway. But it'll help you. So, wrote this down. Say no and stop letting others steal your fire, steal your dream, steal your purpose. And look, here's the hit, guys. Nobody can change what we're talking about but you. Isn't it time to do something different in that situation? Isn't it time to begin to say yes to taking care of me? The rewards are there. And look, listen, the good people around you aren't draining your energy. So that was it. I was going to ask you this. What do you think about? What do you think about the people around you? So I want you to begin to make an assessment. Write down, get a piece of paper and write down every friend that you can think of. And I want you to do just a little score on them. 1 to 5, 5 being outstanding. 1 being, man, you better run as far as you can from them. And if you don't get the 4s, the 3 or below, you need to evaluate it, right? And then just put, are they worthy of your time? Make an assessment, do an inventory, right? Do an inventory on the names of the people, friends, relatives, co-workers, and then a simple score as to where they are, right? And everybody doesn't have to give. There are some people that need things, right? But some, and then be clear on your participation in it also. It's not just them. Be clear on your participation, right? Hey, you got to do that because this is your responsibility. So do this exercise and then let me know how it works out, right? Listen, it's not going to be easy, but I want you to think about this thing and you hear it all the time when you get on an airplane. And it used to be confusing for me. Then it was like, okay, I get it now. You already know what I'm going to say when they tell you, hey, if you're with a child, you're a baby, you're one you birthed if you're the mom. And they say, put your mask on first. Mother, I see mom still like, I don't want to do that. Right? I heard a steward say one day, will say, man, okay, you put the mask on your child and you need a mask and no one else is around you with your child. You think your child's going to be able to put your mask on you? Ooh, no. So that's a whole nother conversation around kids and parenting. I'd love to get into that, right? I think I'm going to talk a little bit more about that because that is just driving me crazy. So as I come to a close with this message today, I want to just recap. Number one, I want you to become comfortable making yourself a priority. Putting your physical health as the number one priority, your mental health, your spiritual health, and your financial health, right? But you first, your spiritual health, emotional, mental, financial. And then just begin a daily log on how you're doing, right? Hey, Jeff, I did this, but these people won't go away because some of them are not going to go away because they got a good thing that can drain you forever as long as you let them. Some people are just wired that way, and we love them, but they're not meant for us in this new journey called life, this purpose-seeking life that we're after. They're just not ready for it. So love them from a distance. Oh, man, I got stories about all that stuff, guys. I mean, I was, when I had to surrender my life, my corporate life, and all those other things, find a new way to live. I had to practice what I'm sharing with you now. It's been over 30 years ago, and helping hundreds of other people overcome this. Am I worthy? Can I do it? Why me? So I tell you this. Write down the things I asked you, 1 to 5. Inventory of your friends. And then really, really get back to me and let me know how it's working for you. My information is Jeff. I'm going to put it in the chat here for you so that you can get it. I want you to get it. I want you to just send me an email and then say how it worked out for you. And oh, boy. It's been a wonderful time being able to share this information with you today. And I want you to know that it will work out for you if you make a difference in making something happen in your life. By learning how to say no, making yourself a priority, and then taking a list of who all you're hanging around, and then reclassify. And then certainly reach out to me along the way if you need to do this. And if this is helpful, please let me know. When you hear this information, this recording, make sure you share it. Oh, baby, listen. And let me know where you come from, too, when you do this. So, hey, have a fantastic day. Go back and check out our guest last week, Nicole Harvick, Conversations with Jeff. Man, she was on fire, author, podcaster, energy healer. Oh, man. And no longer be controlled by your friendships. No longer be controlled by bad friendships. And no longer let your thinking get in the way of where you need to be in your life and where you should be. Hey, listen, thanks for letting me share this information. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next episode. Conversations with Jeff. Bye-bye now.